Hey guys, it's David here. Welcome to my video. Let me go and turn that down. Alright, I was gonna let you in on a few things here. I saw this little chapter here, and here's what I'm gonna read to you, alright? Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools have counted his life for madness, and his end to be without dishonor, and to his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us. And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. But as the way of the Lord, we have not known it. Okay, alright. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. Let me tell you something, alright? Ask of me and ye shall receive. Understand that? Let me tell you why. When you ask me something, you get it. Understand that? Now you know how you get things. You understand that? You want wine? Ask me. That's all you have to do. That means belief, right? Trust. You want me to make wine for you, you have to ask for it first. Alright? What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the nil of the waves. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found. But the light air, being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and parted with violent noise and motion of them, is passed through, and there and afterwards no sign where she is to be found. Or like when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parteth in the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. Alright, let me tell you something, alright? A man cannot know that he is reincarnated. Yes, this is what it's talking about. Nobody will ever know that Jesus Christ is reincarnated. Let me tell you this. Even so, we, in like a manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to shew, but were consumed in our own wickedness. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore they shall receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Then shall the right-aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill-dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. Now you understand, right? Yes. Yeah, this is talking about me. Like, really. Whenever I work at Brookshire's, nobody makes any account for my labors. So, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Hey, so this means that whenever I am when they see him, I think it's whenever they see him, that means that if this is Jesus, then who would have returned? This is the second coming of Jesus. All right, this is either that or this is the third coming. That's just how that works. There's obviously a third coming of Jesus that nobody knew about, and I think this is it. Oh my gosh. So now you know how ridiculous you sound whenever you go about me and you say all these different things about me. You say that I have a mental illness and that I'm stupid and that I'm retarded, and say that I'm weird and say that I'm an idiot. Wow. I can see how much God probably hates that right now. If that's what you say, then so shall it be. I'm going to be an idiot. Be careful with what you say, or you will get. Understand that? Ask of me, and ye shall receive. Let me tell you how Jesus turned water into wine. Because they asked him to do it. So it was done. He was the way of life. He was the way to heaven. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video because this is absolutely pointless. You're never going to understand. The way you say things, the way you're going to receive. Understand that. Whatsoever a man shall sow, thou shalt he also reap. Yeah. Now you understand. All this stuff that's happening in the world is because you asked for it. You asked me if you could have it, and therefore you received. You did not tell me of this matter, but I knew it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. Bye bye.